Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty crazy news going on over here when it comes to the PlayStation itself, when it seems like the sales figures are absolutely going and skyrocketing for probably a lot of things you've heard on this channel. We also have some pretty crazy news too when it comes to brand new upcoming games, some EA stuff, some Square Enix stuff, some brand new PlayStation Plus stuff, and also a brand new hidden game that apparently is now just kind of being announced. We have some kind of cool stuff to talk about over here, so hopefully you guys will sit back, relax, and enjoy. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below if you would like to go and follow. And of course, give me your thoughts and comments all down below. And let's dive into the video itself. So as you guys do or do not know, we've been seeing some kind of really nifty things when it comes to the PlayStation 5 price point. Now, the PlayStation 5 itself has been going, funny enough, on a cheaper price. This is all in regards now to just brand new sales, a lot of rumors coming out for the PlayStation 5 Slim, and some folks out there kind of thinking and considering that they're trying to get out of all the stock they have to basically go and, well, welcome on in the next version of the console, whether it's just a smaller, kind of same named console, just slightly better, or a PlayStation 5 Slim. We still don't 100% fully know, but right now, it seems like all these massive sales we keep on seeing popping up have been doing very well. This is all regards now to the UK specifically, but a lot of these types of price points usually will factor into other European countries, or as well, whenever America does also do the same thing, we'll be seeing also similar stuff. So, the PlayStation 5 right now, sales have apparently now jumped 75% in the UK after the price cut has now happened. The PS5 was cut to £399 in the UK as of last week. So if you guys have missed the news, I made a few videos on it. Basically, the PlayStation consoles are rumored, not confirmed as of yet, but are rumored to have a major big price drop here in America, dropping the price point an extra $50, so it's $450 for the disc edition. Digital edition still rumored around the same $400 price point. But also in other regions, there also has been pretty much almost a similar 1-to-1, like a little skew towards the disc edition. Then the price points are going down like 80 euros, 70 euros, even 100 euros, depending on the location. So right now, the price points are basically like, hey, get the PlayStation 5 disc edition instead. It's a slightly better version for an extra 5, 10, 20 bucks, whatever it might be. Or as well as you guys saw a lot in America, we saw things like the God of War bundles or even Call of Duty bundles that just basically were a slightly better valuation for their consoles. But obviously, a lot of folks are assuming they're trying to just go in lower price points, flood the market as best they can right before the next iteration of consoles, and as well at the same time try to get as much of an install base available for their big heavy hitter games such as Spider-Man or any other future game coming out in 2024, maybe like say a Wolverine game or other big AAA IPs. But right now the PlayStation sales have been going astronomically high, where the PlayStation sales have jumped 75% in the UK last week, where GfK has revealed. In terms of revenue, the PlayStation 5 is up 63% week on week. It follows the first temporary price drop for Sony's console, which retailers are selling the machine for as low as €399, which if you guys also factor in the PS5 digital price in America, pretty similar price point. So as of right now, we still have Amazon has confirmed changed the price points over there, and Game also included a game in addition up to the price drop, with titles such as Lego Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Forspoken, or Saints Row available. Now, it's a little bit of an intriguing one, too, because a lot of those games are definitely not the most sought after games. Good examples, Forspoken did all right, but it wasn't a major seller and also had mediocre reviews. Saints Row as well was also considered commercially a flop, where some folks are curious if there ever will be another Saints Row. The Lego Star Wars game is good, but obviously just a cheaper game and has been out for quite some time. But either way, these are better bundles and also including games and also getting more people on the install base. It's helping the sales overall for Sony. Although this price cut is temporary right now, it does seem a lot of folks are just assuming that America will be coming very soon, but it does seem like the average will be the Amazon listing will be done by August 10th, I believe. So the average price point will probably be going up after that. They say it's worth noting that unofficial pricing activity around the PS5 kicked off in June, so this was kind of around the same exact time where it had a little bit of the lower price and a little bit of normal price, but at the same time, the market has been influxing a huge amount of consoles either way. The average price of the console was £423 last week, which is actually only 6% lower than the week before when it was $451. So we have been seeing, like I said, some pretty big price decreases, and the prices are very similar to either a really good bundle pricing, if you factor in like a $20, $30 $60 value for a game, or as well in comparison to the PS5 Digital. The standard PS5 console was the biggest winner with sales up 204, that's huge, percent in units and 162% in revenue. Because it's kind of crazy because these consoles are still churning money even though they are on a way lower price point. It's kind of more of like they want to go for the quantity over, I guess, quality, although it's the same quality, but you know what I mean. Just trying to get better sales price for it. So this version of the console accounted for 73% of all the sales in comparison to the normal disc edition. This is why a lot of folks are still assuming this will be putting out there for the PlayStation 5 Slim, because if 73% of these consoles are on sale and they're trying their best to either fine-tune the next console, make the next console, or just kind of just clear out inventory and warehouse stock to go and start selling the next one, I think a lot of folks are okay with that. The price cut played a big part in that, but GFK says that the unofficial retail bundles featuring Hogwarts Legacy, LEGO Star Wars, and Gran Turismo 7 are also popular too, but what also once again does add more money to Sony's bank account, because obviously if they're selling those versions of the games on the PlayStation or all etc., like say Gran Turismo is a Sony game, that makes a lot of sense. So overall, last week was the third best week of the year for the PlayStation. The console's best weeks came in February due to a popular God of War Ragnarok hardware bundle, which I'm sure you guys have seen. The PS5 has had a strong 2023 globally, with Sony shifting 10 million units since the start of this year. That is insane. That is like a lot of units. The platform suffered a difficult first few years from the shortage, as I'm sure you guys know, but right now it seems like the console is just absolutely churning and just pipping out a lot of different types of consoles, which is absolutely insane. It's now tracking literally just below the PS4 too as well, and is now announced it's been over the 40 million, which is crazy too, because they'll probably go and sell even more, especially with all these consoles going on sale, and as well the Spider-Man console too has been helping out. So crazy good stuff. Like I guess like sales work, and that also kind of once again drives even more console sales to PlayStation, probably over Xbox too, but at the same time, you know, Xbox has still been the Game Pass vibe, so you can't complain too much, but absolutely insane to go and see. Also, some kind of fun news too as well when it came to Final Fantasy, or Final Fantasy was apparently one of the most played games in Japan as of this launch week. It was very cool to see that, well, first and foremost, America was actually one of the biggest markets, but Japan was right afterwards. So America, 34%, which makes sense. We are the highest margin of consoles. The Japan at 24% right after, and of course, all the other various things such as Canada, Germany, UK, South Korea, and other locations still have some pretty big gusto. But it's crazy to see because a lot of folks were assuming that Japan would not like Final Fantasy 16 and sales were lackluster, but apparently not so. Well, apparently they've done all right, especially in the comparison for the markets following the actual information coming on up over here. So very intriguing to see that one. We also had a brand new, also guys, don't forget the PlayStation Plus month. So we have Death's Door, very good game, Dreams, a very cool indie game, and 2K23 for good old PGA Tour. So if you guys do want to go get those, make sure you guys do go and pick those on up. Now, we also have some pretty kind of interesting stuff over here, and this is regards now to a brand new game called Off the Grid, which has now gone live up here on the PlayStation Store. So this was officially announced. There has been no official release date, but this game seems pretty cool. So this is a brand new Battle Royale third-person shooter off the grid, and I think these actually might be proper real screenshots and also trailer things from the game itself. Looks very cool. Kind of gives me almost like a somewhat futuristic Call of Duty or Gears of War combination, which to me, I feel like I am not anti-BR. Like a lot of folks got burnt out on BRs from Apex or Fortnite or whatever. I kind of never went full into them. Like I never went like degenerate, only played those games myself. So if there was an actual proper good brand new BR, I think my gaming palette has been cleansed enough where I think I'd be down to go and check it out and play. Graphically, it looks fun. Looks like the map looks like it's pretty much well developed. And like I said, it looks like they have cars and everything else too. Looks like it's kind of somewhat slightly more futuristic as well, just based on the suits and on top of that. Looks to me really cool. So kind of want your thoughts and comments on this one. We also did have the EA actually have a lot of their talk come out now with all their recent games, saying this brand new Star Wars Jedi game did very well, a big commercial success, but biggerly, is that even a word, is they're not currently engaged in any acquisitions, because both Microsoft, PlayStation, even other various things have been potentially wanting to be bought out, even thinking like a game, like company like Tencent. So it seems like EA right now is still doing fine, but they do have their nice partnership with Disney. They still are a fan of it, and on top of this too, they're very happy with how the Jedi Star Wars franchise did go and run. They have the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes too as well. They're trying to think about new experiences they can go and make, and they want to go and see more in the Jedi franchise over time, where a lot of people always like Star Wars, so they want to keep on making games too as well. They're going to say too, they are very good right now as a company, and their capabilities, and their talents, and their teams and IPs, and they have a very good long-term strategy for career growth and game growth and everything in general, and they're always looking for more opportunities to drive even more growth and entertain it through the games, but as of right now, they're not currently actively looking towards any acquisitions. And last but not least, do they want to somehow funny enough get some pixel remasters running inside the big old Final Fantasy XIV MMO, which would be hilarious to go and see these games being popped on in. I mean, they're paying $15 a month, might as well be able to go and play some other games if they could somehow make them work inside them. So make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. Give me your thoughts and comments down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch down below if you guys want to follow, and of course all the Amazon links as always. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.